This episode contains discussions of paranormal activity, death, and unsettling historical accounts that may be frightening to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. This content is intended for entertainment purposes only. Any historical and factual information discussed is publicly available. Welcome back to Hauntings Around the World. Tonight we descend into the deep south where history lingers, spirits whisper, and the past refuses to rest. This episode is titled Haunted Alabama, a rich state in history and steeped in shadows. I'll begin our journey at Maple Hill Cemetery, where weathered headstones, restless energy, and chilling encounters may have made it one of Alabama's most haunted resting places. From there, Karli, the dark soul, will take you inside the iron walls of Sloss Furnace, a place forged by fire, tragedy, and lingering souls said to still roam its grounds. And finally, Tiffany will guide you through the tragic beauty of the Drish House in Tuscaloosa, where tales of loss, sorrow, and unexplained lights continue to haunt the night. So dim the lights, turn up the volume, and prepare yourself, because once we enter haunted Alabama, not everyone leaves alone. Okay, so I have Maple Hill Cemetery. I'm LD, and I'm gonna go let you know how this one goes first. So, Maple Hill is one of the most oldest and most haunted cemeteries in Huntsville, Alabama, and it was established in 1822. The cemetery is the final resting place for thousands of people, including early settlers, soldiers, and prominent figures from Alabama's past. Because of its age-long history, and many believe that the spirits here never truly left. Yeah, that's kind of spooky, right? So one of the most talked about legends at Maple Hill is the Dead Children's Playground. Located near the cemetery, locals say the playground comes alive after dark. Visitors claim they've heard children laughing, seen wings moving on their own, and even felt small hands tugging at their clothes. Some believe these spirits are connected to the children buried nearby, while others think something darker may be at play. Inside the cemetery itself, visitors report seeing shadow figures walking between the headstones, like, ooh. Especially at night or during foggy conditions. Others claim to see full apparitions, often describes a woman in a long dress or soldier standing silently near old graves. Many people experience their sudden cold spots, even on warm nights. Some report feeling watched, uneasy, or overwhelmed with sadness for no clear reason. Paranormal investigators have also captured EVPs, claiming to hear whispers and names being called and faint cries. Other common report is ghostly lights drifting between the graves. Sometimes they're described as orbs, other times lantern-like glows that disappear when approached. Locals who live nearby often avoid the cemetery after dark, saying it feels different once the sun goes down, as if something is awakened and is aware of anyone who enters. Whether it's the spirits that laid to rest, the energy left behind from centuries of grief, or something we still don't understand, Maple Hill Cemetery has earned its reputation as one of Alabama's most haunted locations, and many who visit leave with some warning. You may not leave alone. What do you think? Have you been there? Tell us your experiences. How did that go down? And it's so eerie in here talking about this because it's literally raining and you can't tell, but anyways, on to Karli.
Today we're going to be talking about Sloss Furnace in Alabama. They say the men that used to work there had to use salt tablets from passing out due to the heat, reaching towards 130 degrees. They say if you take the tour, be very, very ready for wet, steep stairs that duck under a small entry into a tunnel of sorts. The air there, they say, feels very dark, damp, and ominous. There's even large hand carts rusted still in the entryway, so that kind of gives you an ominous feeling right there, I must say. Pig iron actually gets its name from how they cooled the iron. After it gets up to the temperature, they dump it into something that looks like a trench for feeding the cells, hence the name pig iron. The guides there will tell you stories about how it was haunted. And there's rumors. Slag Wormwood, the cruel foreman that allegedly worked the men at Sloss to the bone. The workers, fed up with ruthless leaders, claimed one night Wormwood fell into the furnace, which is odd as he never went up to the top. Not suspicious at all, some would say, right? Anyways, now this is a menacing ghost, has been spotted throughout the furnace itself. Another story goes Calvin Jules was a founder man at the nearby Alice Furnace. In the late 1880s, one night he was walking around the top of the furnace to loosen a bell that had gotten caught. Calvin lost his balance and fell straight into the molten iron. Rumors swirl of his ghost being spotted soon after his demise. When Alice Furnace was torn down in 1905, Calvin's ghost reappeared as Sloss Furnace. While not as quite as exciting as the first story we went over, still an interesting story. So as you can guess, Sloss Furnace is one of the haunted spots in Alabama. It is famous for its ghost stories, largely stemming from the numerous workers' early, you-know-what. It is dangerous past with claims of disemboweled voices, being pushed by unseen forces, shadowy figures of deceased workers still tolling around, especially concerning the legend that we just went over of the foreman. So if you ever go, be careful, take the guided tour, and be on the watch out for the ghost and the voices that you're going to hear. And always be lookout for Calvin himself. Have fun, stay spooky.
Hey guys, it's me again. So we're gonna jump into it. It's called the Drish, Drish, Drish House. It's located in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's one of the most well-known haunted mansions in the state, and its story begins with tragedy. Yeah, why? They all do. Anyways, okay. The home was built in the 1830s by Dr. John R. Drish for his wife, Sarah. The house was once a symbol of wealth and elegance, but that quickly changed after Dr. Drish's sudden death. According to legend, Sarah was devastated by the loss of her husband, so much so that she refused to accept. I can't do it. No. I said it. Hold on. We're going to stop. Hi, guys. Welcome back. We're going to jump right into it. So, this is about the Drish House located in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's one of the most well-known haunted mansions in the state, and its story begins with tragedy. The home was built in the 1830s by Dr. John R. Drish for his wife, Sarah. The house was once a symbol of wealth and elegance, but that quickly changed after Dr. Drish's sudden passing. According to legend, Sarah was devastated by the loss of her husband, so much so that she refused to accept it. It said she kept him inside the house for days, waiting for him to return to life. After his burial, Sarah became increasingly reclusive. One of her last wishes was that a lantern be lit on the rooftop of the house after she went, so her spirit could find its way back home. That lantern was never officially placed, but for years people have reported seeing a mysterious glowing light on the top of the Drish house, appearing and disappearing without explanation. Visitors and paranormal investigators also report seeing the apparition of a woman in a long dress moving through the halls and staircases. Many believe that spirit is Sarah Drish, still searching for her lost husband or trying to find her way home. Others reported activities including footsteps, doors opening and closing, and sudden cold spots throughout the house. Some say they hear quiet sobbing or whispers when no one else is around. The Drish house has changed owners many times over the years, but the stories never stop. That's just crazy. I'm sorry. Even those who don't believe in the paranormal often say the house feels heavy, like it's holding on to a deep sorrow that never faded. Whether the spirit of Sarah Drish still wanders the halls or the house itself has absorbed decades of grief. One thing is clear. The Drish house is a place where tragedy lingers and the past refuses to stay silent. So, I wouldn't say it's like the most haunted. Let me see. I mean, it's a well-known haunted mansion, so it's kind of like any, I guess, haunted mansions, haunted houses, stories. But I mean, it's pretty cool. A little history on it. But yeah, that is the Drish house of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Tuscaloosa. And also, it was in the 1830s, so back then, yes, that was probably the, really scary thing for people to see. So, the most well-known haunted mansions in the state for the time period. Yes, I do agree. Yeah, so thoughts. I don't know my thoughts on this. I just told you all my thoughts on this, but yeah, we'll cut it There's not much on it, so it's like, just let me know what y'all think. Because it is time period 1830s. You know, something tragic happened, and then things start happening. Happens all the time. But share your most, if you know any other places in Alabama that you think we should cover in our next cover. Just cover, read up on, let me know. I love this crap. Okay, bye.
Breathe out, heartbeat on fire. Keep it low, don't shout, pure desire. The air gets heavy, sparks in water. Someone calls my name. Emma. Oh my god, did you see what you posted? I'm pretty sure she's dying to pay to see. I walk in slow motion, they freeze in the room. Flashlights hit my skin like a bullet in blue. Not luck, just pressure, thunder and tune. When I step on the ground, even silence goes boom. So go, 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 come slow, low, low. Get down, let it show. I'm the real one, never let it go. The insane bodies, lava, they don't know, but I'm their drama. On the floor, I burn my karma. Say my name, but soft, Ella, Ella. Every move's to be real like this, but baby I glow. You'll never know where I'm from.